It's so quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody? It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned.
They barricaded the main entrance into town.
There's blight in there. I can feel it. Be careful.
It's blight. Even worse than in the forest.
Must keep everyone in. Mustn't let anyone out.
You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
I don't think he can hear us.
We'll be rewarded. All of us. No, you can't leave.
Hey, can you hear me?
Just stay here, and everything will be fine.
Someone used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
The town square!
We need to search for survivors.
Let's see what we can find. Fan out.
This is Adeline. I knew her. She was a farmer, sold spices to us, the best in Arlethan. I can't believe this happened.
Look, is that an Aravel on the roof?
The blight must have lifted it up there.
This blight is weird.
Never seen anything like it.
Never. Blight's usually dead, static, but this is alive.
Okay, let's keep going. Might be more survivors.
What was that?
Something big. Stay sharp.
Over there. 2 more survivors.
Hey, what's going on here?
Find the veil jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and Milva.
They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them? Look, more people.
Must round up everyone.
Must get them inside.
We will be rewarded.
Milva!
That's one of your fellow Veil Jumpers. Ballora.
Jahel! He's alive!
Ballora.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
No, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power. Ballora, be careful. Help me, anyone!
Come on, that sounds close.
Help me! Hurry!
A dragon? Here?
No! 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 Please!
Hey!
Fresh blood, a hungry heart. Creature, come to me.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
You're not going anywhere until I get the full story.
I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gillenane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
Right. We walked right through that new creation. A lot of dead people.
Also, the gods could gain power from the blight.
I never meant for that, I swear. You must believe me.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The blight. Everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook, you're a Grey Warden. You could pack him off to Weishaupt as punishment.
We'll send him to the Wardens.
No! I'll never survive that.
We take anyone, even murderous traitors like you.
It's more than you deserve.
You don't understand. I've felt their power. It's irresistible.
You're gonna spend the rest of your life fighting Darkspawn. That's not enough to redeem you, but it's a start.
But
Be grateful I'm even giving you this chance.
The Fade had opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight, all of it, to rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs. And everyone would pay for it.
Did you find our scouts?
They're dead. I'm sorry. Elganon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Elgarnon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
I dare say it was a show of force. They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
I was hoping what we saw at Demeter's Crossing would be the worst of it.
'Tis but the start, I fear, and ignorance provides a feeble shield.
Right. What can you tell us?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Tedas.
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solus is actually the Dreadwolf?
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look like Demeter's Crossing once the gods are through.
Not if we stop it first.
Ah, the confidence of youth. You shall need a good deal more of it.
I suppose you have some advice.
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his... well, he calls it the Lighthouse.
Ah, yes. The legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it, even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our gods are back. Our gods! And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
We don't have a choice here. We stand against the gods however we can. Because if we don't, nobody else will. You get the Illuvian fixed at the lighthouse. We'll find the dagger. Let's figure out our next moves after that. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
You can do this, Lace. It's gotta be done. I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course, that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
We shouldn't be at each other's throats.
I'm not. Nev, I'm not. I don't blame you. Or Rook. Or anyone.
So just yourself? How's that working out?
Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escape from their prison, Solus is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And Varric?
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
And we're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting, you push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solus's dagger. It'll be a start. Look.
There's magic lingering in this spot. Strong. Old.
The dagger was here. Something took it. Darkspawn. Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
Only one way to find out.
Look, there it goes. Big darkspawn coming right at us. We have to go after that ghoul. Let's get this gate open.
Look up there. That magical device.
Let's keep on the trail. Darkspawn don't usually collect things, do they?
They don't, to my knowledge, but Solus's dagger is special. They might be drawn to it.
Anyone spot that ghoul? It must have come this way.
Look out! More darkspawn ahead.
More darkspawn coming out of those pools. Here we go. Good for ya.
Time to end. Did you find the dagger?
I don't think these darkspawn took it. Let's keep looking.
Over there! Our dagger thief.
More blight in the way. And there's probably another one.
Nicely done. I mean, it's gross, but you can't argue with results.
Another one of those magical beams. There are 2 of these devices this time. I bet we'll need to direct beams at both of them.
That's one. Now to find the other.
work. Now let's see what's behind that gate.
Eyes open.
That has to be the ghoul we're tracking.
Better hope it still has the dagger.
We're not alone.
Proходing?
This is the eternal hymn, the prayer and the proclamation. Desire to know. We are free again, whole again, here again.
Hoarding! I can hear it. The Song of the Stone. What is happening to me? What the?
Are you moving those rocks?
do this again.
Dagger. What did it do to me?
Not sure, but we should get back. We'll talk it through there.
Your pet has failed, sister. And now the magic of the Dreadwolf's dagger is hidden from me. Fen Harel meddles once again.
If his dagger's beyond our reach, we must craft another. Made of red lyrium.
You said something took you over.
Something like that?
And it's still with you?
Yes. I think so. It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solus's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why? I'm sorry, Lace. I wish I had answers.
It's all right. Talking has helped. And hey, we got the dagger, right? Mission accomplished. Dwarves have never used magic. We can't.
It's a wonderful gift. You must be proud.
But I didn't do anything to earn this. How could I be proud? I don't even know how it happened. It's all a little strange. But not in a bad way. I feel... connected.
To
the stone. Dwarves call ourselves children of the stone. Some of us have what we call stone sense. Those that have it can feel caves, lyrium veins, and faults in the rock. I wasn't one of them. Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. I hope you're right that this is a gift. I'd be heartbroken if it caused problems.
Well, as long as you're throwing rocks at the bad guys and not me.
Don't give me a reason to, then.
No promises.
I'll send word to the Grey Wardens about the blight we saw. And then I'm gonna lie down.
And we need more answers about what the gods are planning. I'll find some place to relax and try to reach Solus in the Fade.
Good luck. Try not to let him get to you. It feels like we're finally making some progress. And I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but I know it feels right.
With their eyes on the Dreadwolf and the gods he'd set loose, They couldn't see their own personal demons coming to haunt them. Harding told herself it felt right. She was connected to the stone, to the lost titans, and all of dwarven history with its buried secrets. How could that be anything but good?
Guess I should find some place to try to talk to Solus.
Toldar, it's a tunal. Vedun gar velos atredum. But velos atredum is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal? I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
You're not hearing a word I'm saying, are you?
Uh-huh.
You know you're adorable, right?
Sure, whatever you think is best. What? What's happened?
I said you're adorable.
You're poking fun at me.
I would never poke fun. I respect you too much.
Is that so?
100%. So what's Isatunal?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means, I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
What's important is that you're happy.
Happy? Happy's not it. Whole. Right, maybe. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for. Wait, that room wasn't there before, I don't think. Nev, or Harding, must have put my pack here. Makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things. Every time I look at this, I can hear that little girl thanking me for saving her village from Darkspawn. She said that since the Grey Wardens didn't have griffins anymore, I could have hers. If I hadn't been there, I'd never have met Varric. And never had to deal with the first warden complaining I ignored orders. Doesn't matter what the first warden thinks. There's a little girl alive today because I attacked instead of waiting for reinforcements. Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. I don't know if I see a hero's face, but it's a face that's seen a lot. Got a few new scars. Some that show up in a mirror, some that don't. But Varric believed in me then, and he believes in me now. I can do this. peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me nobles think of ruling like a game of chess, that each move determined what mark humanity will leave on the world. He had fancy silks from Olay, statuettes from the wilds down south. Oh, I could have listened to stories all night about places he'd been. Now I'm getting to see some of those places myself. A meditation upon the use of blades. Must have read this thing cover to cover a dozen times during weapons training. Oh, the number of times I banged my head against this book trying to make the concepts work. But that training has kept me alive so far. Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or... Oh, relaxing. Maybe if I clear my mind...
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am, after all, remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Depending on the story.
And what story shall we tell now?
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
Back in the Grey Wardens, I was with a group of recruits outside this village, dealing with a Darkspawn incursion. Our orders were to wait for reinforcements, but we knew that by the time they arrived, everyone in that village would be dead.
So you led your team of recruits in any way, collapsing the tunnel and saving the village.
How do you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The elven gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first? What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
You think they want the elves back? I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted, murderous monsters.
Agreed. Algernon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Algernon and Gillenane.
I came here for specifics, not fortune-telling.
I would tell you more were I not currently imprisoned thanks to your actions.
Fine. I'll go kick the trees and see what falls out.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I'll get it done.
I never doubted it.
Never mind.
Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? I watched you lead a few misfit recruits and push back one of the biggest darkspawn hordes I've ever seen.
Just needed to find the right strategy.
And no other warden found it. You stopped that horde. Had to drop a town hall on it, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You sent him to the wardens, right?
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus and the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
He's the god of lies and he's inside my head, Varric. How do you think I feel about that?
Fair enough. But Nev's a great mage. If you need her to whip up a ward to keep him out of your mind, she can. But you haven't asked her to. Why not?
Solus is our best source of information about these elven gods. We can't stop them without what he knows.
So you're making the decision to keep talking with him?
Yeah.
You're making a choice. Stay careful, stay worried, but don't beat yourself up about doing what you have to do.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Nev got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime. I wish I...
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Balara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
If he doesn't have a contract out on me, it's not a problem.
You think a trained killer will like us?
What's not to love? The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
This is great. Thanks, Nev.
It's what I'm here for.
You said the crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter authority...
won't help and can't be trusted. Which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
These people sound great. I mean, if they're anything like you.
No one's as good as they seem. But they try.
So, we talk to the crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Almost there. I just have to... Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I got it. Mostly, mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder...
If that is the Fade on the other side, won't it be dangerous? As the Fade often is.
More dangerous than elven gods who wield the Blight as a weapon?
Point taken.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Tedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The wolf's fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more sad.
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
I can think of an example or two that proves that.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Rook, good to see you.